Hello, 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 everyone. Oh, shit. What have I done there? Oh, how's it going, everyone? Oh, Jesus Christ, hang on. No wonder I started hearing music in my headset. I was like, why am I hearing music? It's because... Hang on. Oh, no. Transform. No! Flip horizontal and then flip vertical? Oh, it's still the wrong way. Ooh, that's very squashed. Sorry, guys. Let's sort that out. Oh, how's it going? How's it going, guys? Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright. I could be better. I crashed out of a 100% F1 race before coming on here after 55 laps. So I spent over an hour and 10 minutes, and then I binned it myself. So I was very, yeah. Hey, Leo. How's it going, buddy? What happened to me, yeah, as I just said. So I pitted. So after the first pit stop, the second lap into the soft stint, I lost it out of turn 3. Hit the wall. Wing damage. Did the rest of the stint because I thought I'm not losing too much time. I can still maybe get a P3 here with Paul. And then Paul just pulled away from me. And then I took the softs again. Nearly did the same thing out of turn 3. And then I binned it. I binned it for the kink. Where are we? I binned it down here. Hit the grass. Night. So I was really enjoying our fight though, mate. I was really enjoying it. I was like, right, this is good. I was like, I've got some pace, which I didn't have last night, so. He did turn 3 in lap 4. Ooh. Ran out of talent, yeah. Do you know what it was? I was chasing lap times. I know I shouldn't, and I should have just kind of brought it home, but I was like, I wanted that purple. So... You finished P4 in the end. Cheeky bugger. You cheeky bugger. Haven't even caught 22 streams live. I know, right? Right, Adrian? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it as always. Good finish as well, man. Bringing it to P9. You ran out of fuel on the last... Yeah, I heard. I had heard about this. Didn't Julian do the same thing on Thursday? I mean, how is it that it's... I don't know. It's ridiculous, to be honest. Do I think Hamilton and Norris can challenge Max today? If there's... Is it wet? So, I must admit, I haven't watched any practice. Well, no, that's a lie. I caught a little bit of it in the background while I was working on Friday. Cheers, Adrian. Of course, I really need to sort out this chat box, by the way. I need to find a place for this to go. It's very squashed. Obviously, I saw the Daniel Ricciardo. I heard about Liam Lawson and stuff, but yeah, I didn't pay too much attention to practice this week. I know that Mercedes have kind of been second best. Is that right? Norris has been up there as well. But I've heard it's raining quite heavily. So if anything, I think dry conditions, you're definitely going to put your house on max. But wet conditions, anything can happen. So different timing system, yes. So we're using a different timing system because we got copyright striked last time around. So basically, I was using Multiviewer. Now, Multiviewer kind of taps into F1's data, but it is a free app. And I am actually using a VPN today because I think YouTube is flagging up UK-only streams, while people from different countries and different areas don't get flagged up on copyright strikes. So I'm using a VPN today, which I cannot do with Multiviewer. So I'm having to use an alternative timing system, which we've used before. But yeah. But the copyright strike did get removed. I appealed it. I put together a case. And yeah, it just got removed after 10 days. So. But yeah, they've put a VPN blocker. F1 have put a VPN blocker on their website and their timing data. So because in the UK we don't get F1 TV Pro, so even though we pay like subscription fee for it, or if you do, you don't get access to all of the live feeds. You do though if you're in other countries, so like the US is an example, because F1 is pretty much locked in the UK by Sky. Live coverage is locked by Sky, so that's why we don't get the live onboards, and that's the reason why they've done it, pretty much. So yeah, do you know what? I don't really watch. I've got Sky on above me, right, on my second monitor, but I don't really watch since I've been doing these. I don't really watch F1 via the TV coverage anymore because there's so much more I can see on a track map and via the timing data, but you don't get on a live coverage. Oh no, my Now TV's just stopped working because I'm streaming technically in a different country. Technically. How's that? There we go. Yeah, it's shitty, really. I mean, all other motorsports you can watch across the world and have that sort of stuff. But yeah. It's a proper station, Dutch. But I have great tire saving skills. Yeah. I do you know what, Leo? I did the race last night, and I was, oh, fuck's sake. Sorry, guys. I was slow as anything. I was kind of just glad that I had a working wheel because I had to take my wheel apart and fix it in the week. So I'd done no practice, and then I did a bit of practice last night after the race because I felt very slow, and discovered something, and then yeah, just seemed to find some rhythm. I noticed you locked up a couple of times, which, as we know, takes it out of the tyres as well. So did they stop my feed last? Yes, they did. Yeah. So basically, how it works, right? So how it works is that YouTube has an automated system. So when you've got a YouTube, I've got it. Everyone who's a YouTube partner has it, and basically YouTube will flag up in a copyright. There's an actual copyright tab that will flag up any videos that it detects is using your content. So I've had people use my content like in shorts and stuff, but I'm not an arsehole and go and copyright strike it. That's basically what F1 has. F1's YouTube's AI detects that it's using its live timing data, etc., and stuff like that, its content, and it flags up, and someone on the other end of F1's YouTube page literally goes along and just removes every single stream and video that has flagged up as copyright. So I've had that before, yeah, about Ben Chilwell. So yeah, basically they do that. They don't even check what the stream is. That's why they don't even fight the copyright strikes, because they just want it taken down there and then. They're just doing what YouTube has told them. Now, what is a pain though with YouTube is that if they remove your stream or they remove a video, you don't just get that removed. You get a copyright strike instantly, and you're only allowed 3 of those before your channel is technically removed. So it's a bit of a shitty system. It needs a bit more fine tuning, to be honest. But yeah, I'm hoping this is a way to bypass kind of that, because it is free use. It is like putting a different spin on things. We're not showing obviously the actual TV coverage and stuff. So yeah, 31 laps on sauce left front. Ooh, yeah, 31 laps is a long time to take them. Long time. I'll be doing the race. I'm out tonight, but I'll be doing another race this weekend at some point. Right, let's sort out the chat. Why is it so fucking squashed? I need a coffee as well before we start. All right. 10 months have a coffee. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I need to make this smaller. Hang on. Like the actual fonts and stuff. How'd you do that? I don't know where to put this. Oh my god. Right, can that just lock? Predictions of quality? I don't know, you know. I really don't know. As I said, I haven't really paid too much attention, so I am, as always, hoping for someone other than Verstappen to be on pole. It'd be nice. Like, he's going for 9 wins in a row. That's what she said. Racing Statistic has a feed. Your feed is way better. But RS has not been thrown off. Yeah, I mean, they have only ever used this. They've had same issues as well, where their feed has been removed. I've toyed with obviously a few different feeds. This is like my last choice for the timing data. I think multi-viewer is the best out there. But as I said, it taps into the F1 data, live data. And unfortunately, YouTube flags that up as its own, as copyright material, which F1 then manually removes. So you can't, I would use a VPN to use multi-viewer so that I'm from another country or seen as being from another country. But F1 has blocked the use of VPNs. They got a VPN blocker because they're arseholes. So yeah. So that's why I'm using this, and to be safe, I'm using a VPN from somewhere else, from certain countries that I know don't get removed, who have considerably more viewers, thousands upon thousands of viewers doing this exact thing, using exact copyrighted content, yet don't get taken down because I think it doesn't flag up in their country as copyright via the algorithm YouTube bot, basically. So yeah. Do I watch Rocket Power Mohawk? No, not really. Only unless I see his TikToks. Only unless I come across that sort of stuff. Weather update, more showers on the way. An F2 sprint race was red flagged and wasn't restarted. Fair enough. Yeah, I've been seeing people in my chat saying it might be delayed. Especially with how... Why is that doing that? Why are you linked up? Why am I linked up there? I don't get it. No. Did I just turn down? Man, I'm having so many issues here. There you go. That should be alright. I mean, West Ham game's on this evening. Yeah, I'm going out for it. Going out for a bite to eat with the missus. How's my cat doing? Yeah, she's really well. Yeah, we moved into a new place, as you can see. New angle, new stuff. Yeah, no, she's loving it. Much bigger place, more space, new flat, more lights, as you can see as well. I've actually got windows behind me now, whereas beforehand I didn't. So. Dry and track, shower, yellow flags, red flags. Yeah, I hope it stays wet, to be honest, because I think that's the only way we're going to see anyone other than Verstappen on pole. If it's dry, Max is going to be on pole. So, not really, Ram. No, I keep an eye on like the Ashes and like the World Cup and stuff. But yeah, I'm not a big cricket fan. Golf though, I'm a big golf fan. Used to be a golfer, so. Well, I still am a golfer, but used to be a pro golfer, so. Right. Yeah, I'm hoping this works quite... Oh, there we go. Was it just reset itself? Happy days. In wets, Hammy got a chance because he's experienced. Yeah, definitely. There's some good wet drivers out there. Alonso as well. Alonso's pretty quick in the wet as well. I mean, Max is great in the wet. That's the thing. I'm saying it as if it's a foregone, as if like Max wouldn't get pole in the wet. He totally can because he's also very good in the wet. But I think that's the most... If it's dry, we know what the outcome's going to be. Let's be honest. If it's wet, at least there's that variable. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Good to see Lando in the top 3. Yeah, we're good to see Piastri recover as well after that shunt yesterday. This is an awkward track layout because I can't find anywhere to like put this. Like, I want to make the chat a bit bigger. It's just not as squashed, but I can't. That's going to be a bit too small, isn't it? Actually, that's not too bad. How's that for size, guys? Is that all right? Do you think that's a bit... Is that a bit too small, or would you like it bigger as it was before? I'm just conscious of... Is that all right, yeah? Because then I can move myself over and I can kind of make this bigger. So that you guys aren't as squashed, basically. We'll see when the dots come up. I can always zoom back in a touch. Yeah. I mean, it's all a bit of I don't know how this stream's going to play out today, to be honest. I haven't used this for quite some time, so. Let's add some. Yeah, it's more about how whether or not you can see him, because obviously that's our only visual aid, really. We've got the timing data, but ultimately the track map is something that. There we go. That's a bit better. Not as squashed as much. Hang on. How's it? How's this then? Hang on. How's that looking? 43-inch. Right, so how long we got? We've got 5 minutes. I'm going to go quickly make a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to be back, guys. All right? Give me 2 minutes. Here we are. Stopped raining about 20 minutes ago. On the horizon, oh my god, that is pissing it down out there. Is that coming over this way? Ooh. We'll see. Logan P3? No chance. Absolutely no chance. Why is that controlling Spotify? I don't want Spotify to be controlled that way. Honestly. Teething issues, guys. Teething issues. Right, yeah. We are only a couple of minutes away from qualifying starting. So let's see how this pans out. Is anyone going to go on intermediates, or are they going to go straight into slicks? "30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds, and then it will be live." You can see the timing up there. Lando's straight on to the intermediates, apparently. Here we go. Right, session is live. So we should get some dots appear on screen in a second. Come on, where are they? Where are the dots? There we go. There's the dots. That's what we wanted. You think sprint should be in reverse? Should reverse in reverse order of the main quali, or at least top 15 or top 10? Yeah, maybe. Right, let's go none there. Right, let me know if that's okay, guys, and you can see that and everything's all right. Obviously a bit of blinking to start off with, but hoping I can make out everything that happens here. But Alex Albon should now be on... Is he actually already on a lap? He should be on his first lap now. I should have just done an out lap. So Albon... Let's see what he can do. Martial, is he? Stream's lagging. Yeah, no, this is lagging. I don't know if my stream is. Yeah, it just does feel shit, doesn't it, to be honest? Stream is lagging. Alright, hang on. Give me a sec. Give me a mic. Got to sort some stuff out. Give me a minute. We'll try and go back to what we was using before, but I don't think it's going to work. Why is there an update every single time I open this fucking thing? Skip updates, don't care about update. I'm trying to sort something. Stream was lagging. That wasn't working, that system. Oh, hang on. I thought this couldn't be used. Well, we'll figure. Well, okay. Give me a second. I think I might have got something. Oh no, Max isn't happy. Hang on. Thanks, Luca. Right, give me a sec. Give me a sec. My Stream Deck stopped working as well. This is going as to plan. How's that? I mean, I'm using a VPN. Don't know how this is working. I'll take it, but this shouldn't be working, but it is. You need to be able to see their names, didn't you? So if we go up that. I know, this is what I was using before, but obviously we know what happened. But this last time around, I wasn't using a VPN, so we'll see. We will see. It shouldn't get flagged. It shouldn't do. Let me see if anyone else is doing something of the like. So Racing Statistics is doing the same thing. He's using that system. Sorry, I'm not really with it at the moment, guys. I'm just trying to figure stuff out. Yeah, he's using it as well. Fuck it. YOLO. I ain't said that for a while. Right. Let's get back to the show. So, everyone basically just trying to set as many laps as they can, get the heat into the inters, guys, because it is a damp, drying track. So, Q1 is most definitely not going to be slicks, as Norris goes to the top of the leaderboard. Verstappen, complaining about his car, is still in second position. When did you find the AI radio thing? What AI radio? Oh, what, this thing? It's just automatically on there. It's part of multi-viewer. Fingers crossed, Joe. Yeah, fingers crossed. Didn't they say in FP2 if it was going to be drier? Well, they say that. It depends which way the wind direction is, because you could see from the very distant shots that it was absolutely tipping it down in the distance. So it's whether or not it avoids it. And Piastri goes top for a 1-2 for the McLarens at the moment. Albon, we mentioned Albon earlier, into P3 with the quickest of the first sector. So expect lap times to get only quicker and quicker as the track tends to dry out and the intermediates get hotter. Traffic's going to be an issue, as you can see there. Bottas coming through turn 13, which is turn 14 is technically the last corner, but as they come onto the banking, as people are going to be setting up their laps, that maybe we'll see some penalties, but who knows? Budapest 2.0, yeah. I'm not a big fan of Zandvoort. Driving it in sim I think is good fun. It has a good flow to it. But when you're for actual racing though, there's one overtaking opportunity, and that is in turn 1. When it comes to, I mean, they get DRS down this back straight here, but no one's close enough out of turn 10 to really make that beneficial. So yeah, it's more about strategy and just trying to stay as close as you can to have an overtaking opportunity into turn 1. So very similar to Budapest. It's probably because McLaren's aero package Red Bull is way quicker than dry because of their DRS advantage. Well, it's not just their DRS. They also have just better straight line speed. So they have a better power unit than the McLaren at the moment. The Red Bull powertrain is very good. So yeah, they're just, as Norris, look, keep an eye on Norris. He's going purple in every sector so far. So he's going to set the fastest lap here. As Russell goes fastest with a 22.0. But I think Norris here, he's got a bit of clean air. He's catching up to Verstappen as he starts his lap, which isn't going to affect him. He is definitely going to set the fastest lap here in sub 22. Let's see what happens as he crosses the finish line now. 21.4. He's improved by 8 tenths there on his previous best. Ooh, track is drying up, or those intermediates are coming in. Albon's coming on a fresh new set of intermediates. It's still not slicks. Gasly is currently slowest. Hertz is a Gasly fan, not Alpine fan. Just Gasly fan. Yeah, no, I'm a fan of Gasly. I think he's done well this year, considering obviously the crashes he's been involved in. Although Australia was his fault, I think he's done okay this year. But Alpine haven't really performed as well as you'd think they would be. So, good lap from Russell. Leclerc goes in with a 22.2. How's Hamilton getting on? Not really checked on him. Currently P12. He's on 7-lap-old intermediates at the moment. So, was he held up by Norris there as he went into the infield? Maybe. Let's keep an eye out on his lap time. So Hamilton's slow. No, so you can see there Hamilton's first sector was a 37.4. So he had to back out of his first sector, or he got held up for some reason. As Verstappen goes in with a 21.2, but only a couple of hundredths quicker than Piastri in the McLaren. So is Hamilton going on an actual flying lap now? Let's see. Keep an eye on his time. He's on 8 old lap intermediates. He's got a bit of clean air now, so maybe. Norris into the pits. Hamilton's about to come through sector 1, so let's see the exit sector 1. So let's see what his time is as he goes through there. 28.3. So yeah, Hamilton is now on a flying lap, but look at that traffic. Oh my god. He's got, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars in front of him through the infield. Lawson lets him go through. Wonder if that held him up or not. Oh, he's going to cut. All these have got to slow down. Surely they're all got to slow down. Hamilton's going to get... Oh. Oh no, this isn't good for Hamilton. Look how many cars. There's 6 cars there. 6 cars he's got to overtake into the last before the last corner. Oh no, they're getting a move on. Max has got to move on. Alonso's like parked it on the corner. Oh no. Oh, Alonso's held up Hamilton and parked it on the corner. Oh, is that going to be a penalty? Is that going to be a penalty for Alonso? Oh, because that definitely held him up. Piastri kicking butt like all season. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Piastri. Albono, stop the count. Stop the count. Stop the count. Albon's P1. Russell is purple sector in the sector 1. But Lewis got royally fucked over there by Alonso. He was green in both sector 1 and sector 2 and then got held up. Oh no, it was apparently Stroll. The stewards have noted Stroll. I thought it was Alonso. Oh, started to rain in the paddock. What's that? Just a bit unlucky. Hey, Javier, good to see you, buddy. So traffic's such a big thing here. Hamilton's geeing up for another banker lap. So Russell 21.3. Obviously Albon is on fresher intermediate tyres. Piastri's now out on a fresh set as well. Hamilton currently in the drop zone. All right, so keep an eye on Hamilton again. I think everyone's pretty much on a flying lap here in front of him, so he should be okay in regards to traffic. But there's lots of steward investigations. Lots of investigations coming up. Just because of the nature of the circuit, how tight it is. Everyone waiting for, obviously, get that drive out of turn 13. What's up, Jack Grealish? See if we can move that up a bit. Oh, is Hamilton going to get held up by Max? Is Hamilton getting held up by Max? Where is Lewis? He's green in both first and second sectors. So he might actually get a bit of a tow from Max here, which might help him. Let's see what he can do. He only needs to really get into... Just needs to get into the 21s. Oh, just got into the 21s. I think that's safe. I don't see those... Well, apart from Leclerc... Oh, it's very tight. It's very tight. He hasn't got time left. He hasn't got time left to get round and set another lap. 50 seconds or 43 seconds. So that's it for Lewis. So Leclerc currently in the drop zone. What can Leclerc do? Oh, he's just done an outlap. So Alonso pushes Hamilton down. Perez is also down there as well, which I didn't even realise. Where's Perez at the moment? Currently in the first sector. Where is Ocon? So Ocon is not improving. Ocon is not improving on his current lap. So that's good for Hamilton. Guan Yu Zhou coming around the last corner now. He was quicker in his first sector, but not in the second. Is he able to push Hamilton down another spot? No. But he does push Ocon down into 16th. So let's see how Ocon is, because Ocon is not having a good lap here as Piastri goes purple in the second sector. Here goes Ocon. Is it going to be an Alpine out of Q1? It is. Ocon is out of Q1. Oh, not good for the Alpines. Russell into the pits. Can Lawson improve on his 23.4? No, 23.9 that last time around. Here goes Piastri. 21.2. Maybe he backed out a little bit because he knew he qualified. Who else is on a flying lap at the moment? Perez. Perez is on a flying lap. And Perez backs out as well. So I think that's it. I don't think there's anyone else there. Oh, Leclerc. Sorry, I completely forgot about Leclerc. Wow, so Leclerc just sneaks through as well. And that shows, guys, how the track is getting a little bit wetter. And it just also indicates that, obviously, traffic, big factor here in Q1. The timer... Oh, sorry. I've cut out the top bit. That's why. I was about to say it is there. There you go. The timer's right there. It is normally there. Do I think that Monaco should be scrapped from the calendar? It's almost... I'm one of those where I'm... The Monaco vibe is just completely has no effect on me anymore. I used to really look forward to Monaco when I was growing up, like watching... when the cars were a lot smaller, like in the 2000s, that's really when I got into F1. So that the cars were a lot smaller, they could actually go side by side. Like you look at some of the moves, like some of the onboard overtakes at Monaco in the 2000s. People actually went for moves into Rasgas and stuff like that. Like there's one of Lewis where he really tries to get a really great onboard. And he's following Vettel and Webber. And I think it might have been 2011, maybe. I think he was still in the McLaren. I think it was 2011 or 2012. And it follows him for like the first 3 laps on board. And it's just the sound and how small the cars are. It's brilliant. Such good onboard camera. And he sends it up the inside of Rasgas, but Webber holds it around the outside. You don't see that now. You don't see it because the cars are so big. You saw Leclerc try to do it a couple of times. They just always make contact. And that's the problem, is that the cars have outgrown Monaco. So it's all about qualifying or the pits. And to be honest, strategy doesn't really come into play too often at Monaco anyway, because the tyre deg isn't that high because there's no high speed corners, and then it's about whether they have rain or not. So, but that's my opinion. Qualifying is great to watch them on the edge and go at it, but it's not. The race itself is boring. Let's be honest. Sargent Q2, yeah, both Williams into Q2. So, guys, we have lost. In all my rambling, we have lost Zhou, Ocon, Magnussen, Bottas and Lawson. Of course, to be expected with Lawson being shoved in an F1 car, especially in probably the toughest conditions he probably can do. His aim was just to get a feel of the car and not bin it, I would say. So we've got Sargent, Leclerc, Perez and Hamilton in 12th, 13th and 14th there, just sneaking through. Obviously, succumbing to traffic. Very, very difficult for those 3, but they're through nonetheless. At the top, stop the count. Albon, P1, leading from Verstappen, Piastri and Norris. Come on. Brilliant. Love to see it. But yeah, there we go. So good performance from Tsunoda. Alonso only just sneaking through. Stroll in 7th, Russell 6th. So, yeah, I mean, kind of usual. I'd say the only shock one there to go out is probably Ocon. You could maybe say Sargent is not lucky to get through, but you would probably, most people would say Sargent would have gone out, as he has done most times this year in Q1. But yeah, here we go. On to the second qualifying. So, who do we think is going to go out this time around, guys? Who's your 5? Who's your 5 that are not going to make it through to Q3? This order for the race would be mega. It would be pretty good, wouldn't it? Apart from Verstappen up front. Leclerc giving it some on chat. Yeah, he knew. He knew that he had to get that in. I think like Hamilton, he just got held up so often with his laps, so... Leclerc, Perez. Ooh, bold calls. Bold calls. Hulkenberg, Sargent, Leclerc, Tsunoda and Stroll. Ooh. I mean, I can't see. Sky hasn't got the track on yet. I don't know what the weather is. Not quite sure what the weather conditions are at the moment. They've got a bit of a break. Sargent, Tsunoda, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Leclerc. No, I think Leclerc will get through. So my 5 are Sargent. Hulkenberg always seems to bring it out of the bag. Oh, hang on. Just watching Lewis getting held up. Yeah, it was Alonso. So they noted it was Stroll, but it was actually, apparently it was 2 incidents where he got held up by the Aston Martins. One by Stroll and one by Alonso. So there was 3 cars there. When we saw Lewis coming up to that turn 13, and I said there was like 6 cars in front of him, there was 3 like nose to nose of each other. See what? So there are specks of rain on the cameras, guys. So Sargent's going out is still intermediate tyres. It is looking very, very gloomy on the TV coverage, is what I will say. So yeah, I think Sargent's going to go out. I think Sargent, Gasly, Tsunoda, and I hate to say it, I think Albon, and I'm missing one more, aren't I? Sargent, Gasly, Tsunoda, Albon. I think Hulkenberg's going to get through. Alonso. There we go. 5. Did I say Stroll? Gasly, Albon, Sargent, Tsunoda, Stroll. I think Stroll's going to out-qualify Alonso. That's my bold call. My little pinky there. Yeah, the sprays of the card is... I mean, that's... So, at Spa, the reason why the start was delayed for a little bit. Was it start or was it qualifying that was delayed? I can't remember. I can't remember what session was delayed. But the reason why is because of the spray. They just can't see. So it's something that they're actively investigating at the moment, aren't they? It's trying to reduce the spray. Because the conditions they can drive in, that's not an issue for them. It's the visibility. They just cannot see. And I do get it. As much as we want them to see go racing, and we're used to F1 cars racing in the wet, we've never seen cars throw up this amount of spray before in the history of F1, I don't think. So it's something that Pirelli and something that the regulations need to look into, because we do want to see these cars. We do want to see F1 drivers race in the wet. We don't want every time that it rains for us to sit there and go, oh, it's going to be a red flag or it's going to be a safety car start. That's it. 4 laps on the full wet. It was a sprint. That was it. The sprint. I forgot Spa was a sprint. So yeah, it's something they're looking into. Even like guards. I've seen like some concept images or designs of like them putting guards around the side of the wheels or something, or the back of the wheels, so that it actually disperses the water in a different direction. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but they're definitely looking into it. My friend Denise was kidding to meet Lewis in Singapore. 15k. What? I mean, look, I'm a fan of Lewis Hamilton. There's a few sports stars out there that I'm fans of, or people in general, but I would never pay. I don't think I'd pay any money to meet them, to be honest. I just don't see value in spending money to meet certain people. Like, and how much of their time are they truly going to give you, as well? Like, genuine. Like, if it's a paid event, like, do they seriously want to be there to meet you? Someone who's paid, they know who has paid to meet you. Like, much rather just meet them in an actual setting somehow. Just wait outside the hotel. I mean, if you truly wanted to, but I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even do that. If I happened to bump into him, fair enough, but I wouldn't go out of my way to meet someone like that, like spend money and specifically wait outside their hotel room or whatever. I buy him a few beers, no more money. Exactly, Connor. Exactly. And to be honest, you're more likely to get genuine conversation out of people over a drink than you are outside their hotel or at a paid event. Let's be honest. Only house beer, though. I ain't giving them no posh shit. Or house wine. Bottle of house wine. Sargent into P1, and then Verstappen blitzes it away by over a second. So that is what a new set of intermediates can do for you. You got Van Dijk's autograph at spending a single cent. Oh, nice. Right. So Gasly got a lap time deleted there, but that was a an outlap anyway. So Sainz and Leclerc. Sainz giving Leclerc a little toe there, I see. Ooh, gamesmanship there from Sainz and Leclerc, it seems like, because Sainz definitely didn't set a good time. So I definitely wanted Leclerc to get through that time around, but a 21.9 for him. That is a mega time, it seems, so far from Verstappen. Piastri, though, is going quick, but he's being held up. Typical Piastri being held up by an AlphaTauri. Oh, conspiracy alert. 21.3 by Piastri. Cue the conspiracies and AlphaTauri holding up a Red Bull Challenger. Rather go kite with an F1 driver than have a chat with them anyways. Yeah, exactly. I've got to the point. When did I get to that point? Obviously, when you're a kid, you do idolize like sports stars and things like that. And then I think it was when I got into golf and I started working in golf, and I was fortunate enough to meet sports stars and some famous people. And very quickly, you just know that they're just people. They're exactly that, and that aura of them disappears quite quickly, and you just treat them all the same. Some of them are dicks, but mostly everyone that I came across was nice, and they were just normal people who just wanted to play around a golf and not have any fuss, really. Would you go for a race if you got free VIP tickets? Oh, free VIP tickets. Messi can't even speak English. How am I going to... And I can't speak Spanish. How am I going to have a decent conversation with Messi? Like, no. Two 2-0 Tottenham. Did Son score? Who scored the second? Please tell me Son. Yeah, no, free VIP tickets and experience. Most definitely. 100%. Sure, Son. Surely Son. Yeah, please find out for me, because I had him to have a shot on target. So Verstappen improves again with a 20.2. So Norris at 20.6. We're into the 20s now. Albon, I tell you what, I think my prediction of the Williams both going out is could be wrong here. Hamilton a 20.7 there, a purple. I was just about to say I saw him in a purple first sector. Where's Leclerc? He's only green in the first sector. He's lost a bit of time in the second. Obviously the tighter twisty section, and he goes up to 21.3. Cannot get below the 21s, and he's slower than Alex Albon in the Williams. So Carlos Sainz can't seem to put a lap together at the moment. He's on 10 lap old intermediate. Surely he's got to come in and pit for a brand new set. Surely. So the slicks aren't there yet. The track is drying up, but there's a lot of the circuit still is leaving a lot of trails there that are probably not It's not quite ready yet for slicks. The wet areas of the track are still quite wet. The dry areas, of course, are, but you just can't go. You can't risk that slick tyre yet in those wetter areas. So Sainz really needs to set a lap. Russell preparing for his lap. Here we go. Is he going to be able to set a faster lap time? So definitely pulled out of this lap. Sainz is reporting the track is drying super quickly. Piastri purple in the second sector. Madison and Kulisevsky. I knew Madison scored the first. Let's have a quick look, see if he did. It seemed to have a shot on target, so he didn't have a shot on target. Wow. Oh, well, that's great. Right, so no one's coming out onto the slicks yet. So Gasly's out on a fresh set of inters. So is Hamilton, Albon. I mean, everyone's basically pitted for a fresh set of inters. Verstappen is on 6-lap old inters. He's still sitting. He's just set a purple first sector. So he's on 6-lap old tyres. Doesn't need to risk getting a new set of inters. Hamilton, new set. Albon, Russell, Leclerc, Stroll, Alonso, Sargent, Tsunoda. Surely Sainz has. I don't know what Sainz is playing at here. I really don't know what Sainz is playing at. Why is he not coming and pit for a new set of inters yet? At 1:19.6. Have a laugh. Have a laugh. Trump Punisher predicting United going to win 3-0 against Forest. Where I was at, they're 7-1 Nottingham Forest as well. I think he'll beat Forest. I think he will. $20.5 by Perez there. That was on 6-lap old intermediates. That is crazy, by the way. Albon though. Look at Albon. Albon, fastest first sector. Let's see. Obviously, he's on a fresh set of inters, but this Williams coming to life at Zandvoort. Let's see what he can do in the second sector. Let's see. Here we go. 27.5. It's green, so he's definitely improving on his time. Can he get into second place? Can he get sub 20? Can he get a sub 20? Copyright strike, unfortunately, on. Just immediately removes your stream. He's got P1! Wow! 3 tenths quicker than Verstappen. Obviously a brand new set of intermediates. Wow, he's not only smashed the 20 barrier, 20-second barrier, he's got into 19.399. Jesus! I think Sainz is trying to... Sainz has now gone on to a new set of inters. Russell on a brand new set of intermediate tyres. So that's relative here, guys. Russell on a brand new set of intermediates. 3 tenths... or 2 tenths, pretty much, off of Albon. What? Yuki P6, yep. So, can Sainz do something? Wow, what an absolute beast of a time there. Give me just 2 seconds, guys. Wow. Leclerc purple, by the way. Oh, Piastri's just gone fastest, but look at Leclerc. Leclerc is purple in the first sector, 27.27. That is 3 tenths quicker than Piastri in that first sector. But look at the backup of traffic here as they're prepping for their lap. Leclerc is going to have the same issue as probably what Hamilton had as into the last corner. Russell definitely waiting for Leclerc coming through. He sees him. Norris is going to get off just ahead of Leclerc. And this might actually help Leclerc with a cheeky little toe as he heads onto the start-finish straight. What can Leclerc set here? P3, 19.6. That's not bad. But Albon still P2. Albon still P2. Hamilton's had to back out. Hamilton has backed out of his lap. That's it. Done. He is done. Hamilton could be at risk here. If Sainz and if Norris most likely are going to improve, Hamilton's done. He's had to back out. He's made a mistake in his first lap. And he's in the first sector, maybe into the first corner. As Verstappen is going purple, first and second sector, he's going to get sub 19, I think. But keep an eye on Norris and Carlos Sainz here, or any of those, really. They could all push Lewis. Oh, he's a very lucky boy at the moment, Lewis, because Hulkenberg has gone in P10. So, 4 left. And Tsunoda has only just gone. A 118.8. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Enough said. But Hamilton is a very lucky boy. That's 2 of them. Oh, no. Gasly has gone ahead of Hamilton. This is it. This is it. All right, Sainz is going to... Sainz is green. Sainz is green. And Lewis is out of Q2. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. P12 at this moment in time as Norris also pushes Hamilton down another spot. And Lewis made a mistake in the first sector. And Sargent has out-qualified Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Gasly and Stroll and has sneaked into Q3. Williams, what have you put in that car this weekend? Wow. Wow. So I'm waiting to see if Lewis made a mistake down into turn 1 because he did a 28.9 in the first sector. So he's had an issue somewhere which caused him to back out. But that was it. There was no time left for him to have another go. But Verstappen first with Piastri second, Albon third, Alonso fourth, Leclerc fifth, Russell sixth, Norris 7th, Perez 8th, Sainz 9th, and Sargent in P10. Both Williams getting through to Q3. Well done. Stroll, Gasly, Hamilton, Tsunoda, and Hulkenberg are out. I thought Hulkenberg, decent qualifier. I thought he'd get through to Q3, to be honest. But told you Stroll out. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Nothing is stopping Williams in Monza. Yeah, they're always quick, aren't they, at Monza as well? But what bodes well, in particular for Williams, right, is that this track is high downforce circuit. There's only one long straight. So if they were obviously running a low downforce setup, I mean, or generally they were better at the lower downforce circuits. Not a lot of corners. You don't want as much rear wing and a zero. This is boding very well that Albon is holding his own quite evidently there at the top of the qualifying charts. Q3 is obviously where it's all put on the line. But this is a high downforce circuit. The fact that they are performing this well bodes very well for the improvements that Williams have made. And be interesting to see how they can... maybe they've discovered something over the summer break. Something they've discovered over the first course of the year. Upgrade package that they've been working on. And yeah, it's now come to fruition. Yeah, they are going to get points either, both, or only one. Yeah, well, I mean, this is a good opportunity for them to score. If Albon can have a decent qualifying here, if he can stick it into the top 5 or even the top 6, he's got a good opportunity to score a decent haul points because it's tough to... It's very much like the Hungaroring. it's tough to overtake here. There's only really one opportunity to overtake, which is turn 1. Yeah, definitely, Adrian. I mean, we are going to see improvements, you'd like to think, in Williams over the next coming years. We know there's always a lag in regards to new personnel coming in and those ideas being implemented. James Vowles has stated in numerous interviews when he first joined, a lot of their machinery, a lot of their methodology was very primitive. Hence, look at the floor. It's like a smooth surface comparing it to Red Bull, or Mercedes, or Ferrari. For them to make those, but for them to see these gains this quickly, bodes very well for Williams and for the future. I think I'd love to see Williams back up there. British team, history in F1. Would love to see them back up where they belong. But thought it would probably take at least a couple of years. They've hired some good personnel as well, haven't they? So another's mess up from Merc with that. What did they do, Connor? I missed it. Did Hamilton make a mistake, or did he get caught in traffic again? It looked like he had a very slow first sector, 28.9. Did he not have enough time to warm up his tyres, or what? I don't know. What exactly happened? I'm still trying to... TV coverage is waiting to catch up. They let Lewis push 1 lap too early. Oh, no. So it was track evolution. I tell you what, something they need to improve on, Mercedes. Their years of domination have definitely papered over the cracks of their strategy calls. They really need to improve on their strategy. They've effed up a couple of times this year with George and Lewis. Oh, wow. Charles had a big lock up into turn 1 as well. Kind of gutted I'm going out now after this, because I really want to get on and do some more laps as Anvil. Time for Toto Terminator to retire. No, I don't think it's Toto's issue. I think it's... Obviously, their issues aren't as evident as, say, what Ferrari is when it comes to strategy. But they quite clearly need to make some improvements with their strategy calls. Be a bit more... They need to be more decisive. Their pit stops need to be quicker as well. How long... I mean, even when they was dominating, their pit stops were slow. Like, they've not been anywhere near the top of the fastest pit stops, whereas Red Bull have been, and McLaren have been up there with the fastest pit stops. They lose probably on average, I'd say, 2 seconds every pit stop, 1.5 seconds every pit stop. They have each race, each pit stop actually. So over a course of a race, that's a lot. Considerably, they're already slower as well. So no, they're very... I mean, they've been fortunate enough for 8 years to be conservative. Red Bull still have that mindset of being quite aggressive, but even just, yeah, as I said, with the pit stops and other calls and that, they're not quite on it compared to other teams. Is Williams going to have a 2012 Maldonado scenario with Albon? I don't know. What's been intriguing is that because silly season wasn't really silly. There wasn't too much that happened. The only real silly part of it was before it even started, which was obviously Otmar being removed from Alpine and stuff. But there was a couple of rumours that Albon has had discussions with a few of the top teams, or a few teams up and down the grid outside of Williams. So yeah, keep an eye on that. Merc loses to all of its customers. Traffic took Lewis out. Well, he's had a bit... He got caught up in traffic a lot in Q1. Oh, we got some slick tyres here. We've got some slicks out there. So we have Albon, Russell... We have Albon, Russell, Sainz and Sargent on slicks. Perez is still on intermediates. Leclerc is on inters. There's a bit of a mixed bag here, guys. Are we gonna? Piastri's on inters. Alonso's on inters. No, Alonso's on softs. So we've got a bit of a mixed bag here. What is gonna happen? Let's see. Might need a couple of laps to get those tyres up to temp and everything, but Williams have always been pretty bold with their slick tyre call. They've always been pretty spot on, haven't they? So Piastri is already back in the pits, so he wants slicks. It's slicks. It is slick tyres. Go on, Albon. Come on. Right, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do hit that subscribe button. If you can hit the like button as well, it'd be much appreciated. We'll be back here tomorrow for the race. So let's see how this qualifying goes. Q3. Max is, let's be honest, gonna get pole. He's out on the pit, out of the pits at the moment. He's on intermediates. Perez came straight back in for slick, so it is a slick tyre at the moment. But let's see what everyone else can do behind. You're subbed. Thank you very much, Luca. Imagine if Leclerc was in Red Bull. Yeah. There's been lots of digs, actually. There's been lots of digs at Perez over the summer. If 6 or 7 other guys were in that Red Bull, Max wouldn't be so far ahead. Lots of people putting their stall out there that they'd have a good chance in that Red Bull compared to Perez. Wow, a 15.7 by Albon compared to Russell and a 1.18.2. Russell, I think, made a mistake into T1 because he did a 28.1 compared to Albon's 26.7. Not too shabby from Sargent at 16.7, but 1 second slow. Oh, no. Russell did 2 outlaps. So Russell's done 2 outlaps. He's purple in 26.4 in the first sector. Although Albon's just gone quicker again. And Sargent, yellow flag. Sargent, is he off at turn 2? And it's a red flag. It's a red flag. Sargent's lost it at turn 2. Oh, no. What's he done? He's obviously spun it. That is a section of the track where it's very tight. Not a lot of room. Unsafe to get out there and remove the vehicle without closing the track. So just waiting for the TV coverage to catch up. Oh, Sargent, man. You had such a good opportunity for maybe a decent quality. Just trying to see where he's lost it. Has he lost it into that corner? Oh, no. He's proper in the wall. He's proper in the wall. So he's in the gravel here, in the wall before the banking. So that is accurate where he is. How has he lost it there? Has he got it up on the curb? If he has, then I know exactly how you feel. I did that last night. Come on, catch up. Trying to see. Albon, a 26.1 in the first sector as well. That Williams is on fire this weekend. That was 3 attempts quicker than Russell's. And Russell had an extra outlap. But Albon's gone from fast lap to fast lap again. I think they get 2 goes. I think the battery charge, because the track's quite short here, I think they get 2 goes with the battery. Just come on, show me the crash. Show me the crash. Come on. How's Bono so quick? Yeah. I think he has, Connor. I think he's done a stuffy. Too early for a session. Oh yeah. No, they'll get you going back in again. In qualifying they pause. Unlike practice, they pause it. Oh no. So he's gone before he's even touched the curb. I think he's hit the wet stuff. I think his rear tyre hit the wet patch and it went. Yeah, that's what I think, Adrian. I think his left rear hit the wet patch. I mean, they're not showing another angle at the moment because it went before he hit the curb, before he even reached it. So, how's the new apartment? Yeah, really good, thanks, mate. Yeah, much more spacious. I've got some like windows behind me now. I've actually got daylight, whereas before I was like the layout of our old flat, I didn't have daylight. It was always overhead lighting. Yeah, just love it, mate. Yeah, so much better. New area I've moved to as well, which is yeah, better than where we've come from. So love it, mate. Yeah, if it rained now, Albon's on pole. If it rained now, Albon's on pole. Done. It would still be worth everyone else going out behind Albon, because they haven't set times. Sainz has set a time. So has Russell. I think Russell, everyone from Russell down would have to go out there again because they all could get to the 118 time, the high 118 time, but Russell set, I think, if it started to rain, but we'll see. Can't wait to do it as narrow dry lines, yeah. Stunning Lewis portrait behind me. Thanks, mate. Yeah. What, this one? I've got like a silhouette of Lewis behind, which is going over there. It looks like I'm a Lewis Hamilton stan, but he just had the best artwork available, to be honest. But yeah, no, this is a bit of a retro one. Him from the year 2009 when he won the World Championship. I think it's 2009, that one. This is 2008. I think it's 2009. And yeah, I wanted something that's a bit more retro rather than the new stuff. So yeah, they're gonna have their work cut out for them this evening, trying to get that car back into shape for tomorrow with Sargent. It is 2008. Is it 2008? Let's zoom in. So it's got his yellow helmet there. Either way, I love that car. I love that livery. It's one of my favourite all-time liveries. The Vodafone, the red of the Vodafone, the chrome. There is a Mika Hakkinen one that I've got my eye on that I think I will get one day as well. And the missus is giving me proper side eye right now, going, huh? '09, was it? Was it 08 he won? '09 was Button. I always get it mixed up. '07 was his first year then, was it? So that's definitely his championship winning car. '07 was his rookie year, '08 was his championship winning year, and '09 was Button. Okay. Oh, sorry, '09 was Jensen's championship. Okay. Got it. I thought it was the year after. Yeah, Kimi. I always get it mixed up. Whatever year I always thought Lewis's championship was, it was always a year after that. But clearly I'm going 1 year extra. So yeah, you got on the wet stuff. Just got on that wet stuff. Like the helmet. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I got that from as a free gift for qualifying for the Mercedes sim racing events, where I got to go on a factory tour and go in their esports center. That was pretty cool. So yeah. And I got an esports hat as well, which is here, but I haven't seen anywhere else. So Logan Sargent must have taken inspiration from my stream last night. Yeah. Except I was able to keep control of it. Just saying. They had mega downforce compared to 2008 and 09 cars. Yeah, was it the groove tire? Oh no, that is the groove tire. Yeah, it's the groove tire era as well. But I looked at all the newer stuff, and I just didn't like any of the artwork around the new stuff, even like the W12, W11 or whatever. It wasn't quite, because it's all black as well, it wasn't quite as vibrant, and I thought I wanted something a little bit more retro. Left for a bit. What happened? Sargent binned it. He's binned it into turn 2. Hit the wet patch, and he went. Did I like Schumacher at Merc? I didn't really feel much for it, to be honest. I was excited when he came back, and then I was kind of like, eh. It was quite evident that he just wanted to come back because I don't think he had a couple of years away from F1. Came back because I think he got bored, and he helped. I think he kind of just helped with that development path of Mercedes. He's always had that history of them being a German driver as well. But yeah, I mean, he had the Monaco pole, which was exciting. But yeah, other than that, not really. I mean, it's not. I was more buzzed about Alonso coming back than I was Schumacher. Oh, listening to Lewis now. What's he saying? I did 2 fast laps at the end and the tyres overheated, is what Lewis just said. Yeah, pushed too early. When the track was its quickest, he had no grip left in the tyres. When's the session going to continue? Don't know yet. Don't know. He's gone into the barrier quite hard. I think they've removed the car. It's now checking the barriers, making sure they're okay. Alonso in that blue and yellow Renault was something else. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I'll tell you what, I'll show you some of the artwork, actually, while we're sitting here. I'll show you where I got it from. It's just kind of like independent artists. It's called Display. So, Mika Hakkinen. Obviously, you can get them in different sizes. This is the one I like of Mika. That one. And you got different ones down here, like Jensen Button and stuff. Just kind of like independent artists, but I really like that one of Mika. Mika's I grew up watching Mika Hakkinen. Who else did we say? It's the metal posters, yeah. Alonso, let's see what ones are the Fernando Alonso they got. If I can spell Fernando. Fernando. Fernando Alonso. That one's quite cool. Yeah, those were some vibrant colours, weren't they? I wonder if it's got one similar to this with the car. Oh, that one. Oh, that one's pretty cool. Yeah, I love these cars. My vivid memory of Alonso in that car was when he was fighting Schumacher at Imola. And Schumacher came all the way through, caught up to the back of him, and they had this titanic battle for like the last 20 laps. And I was just enthralled by it. It was brilliant. Oh, the Star Wars film art. Which one have you got? I want to get this one. I'm just saying. I want to get... So I was looking at Star Wars. I want the retro poster. Star Wars poster. I want... shut up, you. I want that one. That's the movie poster I want. The proper retro one. That one's pretty cool as well. You got that one with the orange. Yeah. But because he actually had an orange lightsaber. People forget that. People think it was always red, but in the first posters, it was orange. But yeah, everything about that, the retroness of it. Love it. Man United? No, they're not 2-0 down. They were 7-1, Nottingham Forest. Eric Ten Hag out. I did actually, yeah, Connor, post your... I noticed you had... when you showed a picture of your quick release yesterday, you've got a bit of artwork behind your rig. I really like what you've done with like the wall and stuff behind it. Nottingham Forest. So they're just repairing the barrier, guys. That's why we've got a delay at the moment to Q3. They're just putting all the Tech Pro stuff back. Fulham are beating Arsenal 1-0 as well. Jesus. What is going on today? Yeah, Forest are 2-0 up. 2nd minute and 4th minute. Oh dear. 2-0 down in 5 minutes. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing, because West Ham are going to get battered by Brighton later. We haven't beaten Brighton in like 10 games. No, we've never beaten them once. Brighton are good. Yeah. Hey, Jenny, good to see you. Yeah, no, I do highly recommend this plate. Very good quality. Comes with a magnet as well that you just stick on the wall, and then this sticks to it. Very, very good quality. Yeah, I've also picked up a canvas as well of like a silhouette that's got, it's behind me here, but you can't really see it. Sick one. Love that poster. Oh, you got them all. You got Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, and the Star Wars one. Nice. Ah, that's what I saw. Yeah, that's nice, Connor. I like that. With the black frame as well, and obviously the colourful helmet. It's nice. Yeah, I've just got, and I will show, I've got to put it up, put some LEDs around the back. I got, the missus found this one, so credit to her. I got this on, not that. Where is it? Why have I not got it now? What is it? F1 art, is that how you found it? Let me go, Lewis Hamilton. All the Man United fans. I've noticed my viewership go up since the Man United people have been discovering the Man United score. Wow, yeah. F1, oh, right, there's something. It's from that unique, isn't it? There we go. That's why I was on the wrong website. So I got... Come on. It's not coming up. George, I don't know why it's not coming up.
I can see it. It's right there.
Where?
There.
Oh, there. There it is. How did I go past that? So I got this one as well. On a canvas. And what I've done is I've put purple LED lights on the inside. Like behind this. So when it's dark and it lights up. Because it's on here, like you can't see it. It'll be, I need to put it up, but it'll be there on the wall facing my sim rig. And then yeah, bit of mood lighting and that. And it really brings, because this is like silhouetted, so it really brings that out when the LEDs are like quite bright. This is just kind of like painted on. It's like fluorescent. Doesn't glow in the dark, but it's like come up really well. And yeah, so that's quite cool. The missus found that one. Credit to her. They're about to go. Not yet. Not yet. They are at the end of the lane. So, waiting for green. Track is dry. Sun is shining. Let's see what occurs. You'll be spawning West Brom. Can't be LED lighting. Yeah. Yeah, I might get some LED strips down here as well, just for a bit of mood lighting. It's basically my corner in the flat. What's that? Right, here we go, guys. Q3 back up and under away. Just under 8 minutes left remaining. Can Albon remain in pole position? I don't suspect so. Quite evidently, it is soft tyres now. Dry circuit. Let's see what everyone can do. I tell you what, if Albon can get top 3 here, which I think he genuinely is on for, I think really, of course, the Red Bulls can out-qualify him. It depends on what the McLarens can do. But I think from what we've seen, I think Albon could get definitely top 5. I've just reduced it down to top 5 from top 3. I don't know if you noticed that. Need to get a wall-mounted seat for the cat to watch his sim. No, we've got her stand like type things. There's like a podium type thing, and there's like a scratch post in the middle, and then at the bottom is like a little box type thing which she can go in. It's like padded and stuff, and she has just been sleeping in that non-stop. So if I can just move that around the flat and she'll sleep in that and leave me alone. Right, here we go. Here we go. Sainz and Albon on their hot laps. So let's see what they can do. Sainz round turn 3 of the first banked corner as he comes up the hill to turn 6. Let's see what he does through sector 1. Remember, Albon did a 20. Oh, he's sub 26 in the first sector. That's faster. But Albon is sub... Wow, 25.3. 6 tenths faster than Sainz through the first sector. He's actually catching him on this qualifying lap. I think Sainz had to back out. I think Sainz has had to back out here. Unless there's a bit of a delay in the track map. But Albon's going that quick that he's actually catching up to Sainz. Russell at 25.2 though. Leclerc at 25.1. Yep, Sainz has had to back out. He's made a mistake. And I think because of that, Albon has actually suffered. I'm not really knowing what Sainz was going to be doing. But you can see here, purple sectors popping up all over the place as Piastri is nearly sub 25 through the first sector. Verstappen is only 25.085, so he's actually slower than Piastri in the first sector. Russell setting a good lap at the moment, it seems. Is he going to get impeded by Alonso? I don't think so. And Albon is straight into the pits. Albon straight into the pits there, maybe to get off those tyres. Did he lock up? Don't know exactly why he's back into the pits. But a 1:12.5 from Russell. Leclerc a 1:12.6. Russell putting his foot down there as Norris goes half a second quicker. Can Piastri beat him? No, 2/10 slower. Then Norris with a mega middle sector there. 24.8, sub 25 seconds. Perez, let's see, can Verstappen do something about it? Only third fastest from Verstappen at 1:12.3. Ooh. This is getting interesting. So Albon's straight back out on a brand new set of softs. Let's see what he can do. Alonso's gone fastest in the middle set, and Leclerc is going slow. Leclerc is trickling along. What has Leclerc done? Has he had an off? Leclerc stopped. Leclerc has stopped. What has he done? Has he had an off? It says yellow in turn 8. So has he had it off, hit the wall? And it's another red flag. It's another red flag. What? 2 red flags in Q3? What is happening? What has Leclerc done? I can only assume he's lost it. Or unless he was going super slow and it's an engine issue or a mechanical issue. Has he binned it? We're about to catch up on TV. He's just parked up along the side of the track. Alonso's time, unfortunately, not able to be set as he was coming down the start-finish straight. Oh, bloody hell. Typical for him. I think he was on a bit of a flyer as well. He was fastest for the middle sector. Look, only a couple of hundredths slower than Verstappen in the middle sector. He looks like he's left. Yeah, Leclerc's gone into the barriers. It's gone into the barriers. Fucking hell, Leclerc. Excuse my language, guys. Keep it out the barriers. For God's sake. Oh, it's such a slow one. So he's understeered off into turn 9. Oh my God, that's such an odd one. Such a big driver. That's such a big driver mistake there. Such a slow corner. That's a hard one. What's broken? He's gone inside impact. So I think he's done the front left wheel. Definitely probably the left rear as well, and probably some internal damage. They're saying it could be gearbox. But oh no. Oh, another red flag, guys. We're 20 minutes past the initial end time. So you're the one to blame, Connor. Sad the Fossey noise, yeah. This shouldn't be that long of as Logan Sargent's one, to be fair. They should be able to get going pretty quickly. Man United 2-1, by the way, guys. Man United 2-1. They've just scored. Christian Eriksen. Fulham are 1-0 up in 1 minute against Arsenal. Oh, Brentford have just gone 1-0 up against Palace as well. Fulham for Champions League. What is today? That's got like 3 or 4-3 or something written all over it, isn't it? That Nottingham Forest game. Resuming in 3 minutes. Okay, not long then. Not long. McLaren is on fire. Yeah, they're very. I mean, look, Max is going to get pole. He's still quite evidently the fastest car, even round here, a tight, twisty circuit. He's pretty much had everyone in his pocket. So green track, got to remove the red flag. So who's first in the Prem right now? It was Brighton before today. There's only 2 games been played, but they won their first game. Did they win their first game 4-1 or something? But they got West Ham later on today. West Ham, as I said, have never beaten Brighton in the Premier League. So, and we're playing away from home. So I haven't got my hopes too high. But we did beat Chelsea. That's why it's handy that we got 4 points off the start, because we could quite easily have lost the last game and this game. Could lose Brighton as well. But hopefully we do. I'll take a draw today at Brighton. We're so hyped to watch these quali highlights. Spurs, Brighton City. Okay. You're nervous he's going to get pole. Karun Chandhook is just saying that... Or is it Chandhook? Karun, basically, on Sky, is saying he thinks Norris is going to get pole. I just don't think so. I just think Max has still got plenty to do here. It was oversteer that killed Leclerc, not understeer. He did have a little snap, didn't he? But it's understeer at such low speed as well. It's very... I get, obviously, he's pushing, but a bit odd. Found some speed in the at Zandvoort last night, Connor. Shame I binned it earlier though. I think Piastri is dark horse of pole. Oh yeah, don't rule Piastri out in relation to Norris. Norris has been the quicker man here this weekend as we are underway. He has been the quicker man compared to Piastri this weekend. So I do expect Norris to out-qualify Piastri, but look, 2 temps is nothing to scoff at in regards to still being a rookie and being slightly slower than your teammate at a circuit he's raced at before. Yeah, man, definitely. I think I could have got... I initially thought my fight was against Leo until I had my... I lost it, but caught it and hit the wall and picked up wing damage out of turn 3. I still thought I could have overtaken Paul. I had the pace on him. But yeah, that ruined my middle stint, unfortunately. He did, yeah. He ran out of fuel on the line. Still finished P3, but yeah, very similar to Julian. Really weird place to lose it as well. Yeah. I'm the Jarno. I am far from the Jarno Otmir of iRacing. Jarno Crashmere? Most definitely. Right, here we go, guys. Perez on a flying lap, as well as Albon and Alonso. Let's see what they can do. As Sainz needs to wait as he's coming out of the pit lane here. Hopefully this doesn't hold up Albon and he can get past Sainz easily enough without being held up. Let's see what they do. Can they get into the sub-25s when it comes to Sector 1s? Anything sub-25 is a good time. Let's see what they do. So Perez, no, 25.9. Probably gone a little bit long into the first corner. Albon, a 25.1. Not too bad, but not as quick as he has done. Once again, anything sub 25 in the middle sector is amazing. I don't think anyone's actually got sub 25 yet. Albon being held up by Alonso there, I think. Or I don't know. What happened there? Did Albon just make a mistake and he's inadvertently held up Alonso? I think that's what's just happened there. I think Albon's made a mistake and held up Alonso. That's a shame. That's a shame. Or maybe he's backed out. Maybe he's thinking, I'll back out. I've got enough time here to try and warm up the tyres and do another lap. Maybe that's what his mindset was. As Perez... Yeah, so, okay. So they were doing an initial outlap. They were doing an extra outlap. So now they're on their fast times. As Max goes a 24.3 into the first sector. Jesus Christ. Norris only does and he's obviously on his lap at the moment. Does a 24.2. Oh, I say that. You know what? It could be Max and Norris for pole here. Piastri did a 24.6, so he's 4 tenths down. Keep an eye on Max and Norris here. Max does a 24.5. What does Norris do through the second sector? Piastri a 25.04. So he's made up 5 tenths in the middle sector, Piastri. That has been his strong point. 24.8 though for Norris. Sorry, 25.0. No, so Piastri is off this. And Max, what does he come through with? A 110.5. So Norris needs a great last sector here. He was slightly down, 3 tenths slower. Then Max out of sector 2. So 2 tenths in it between them. And Norris only goes P2. 6 bloody tenths. Are you having a laugh? 6 tenths faster. What? Alonso comes across the line and goes P3, pushing Perez and Piastri down. Albon, come on, Albon, come on. Third, go on. Carlos Sainz, 5th. George Russell, can he push Albon out of that top 3? He does. Just. No. I like you, George, but no. There we go. It was short-lived, but it was good. But there we go, guys. What did I say? Verstappen's easily got this. Easily. Easy. 6 blooming tenths faster, or 5.3 tenths faster than Norris. That is how supreme that Red Bull is and Max Verstappen is. 6 tenths faster. In comparison, 1.3 seconds faster than his teammate, who is supposedly an equal machinery. Like, ridiculous. Piastri, obviously, slow time for him. Expect him to make moves tomorrow. That was a very slow time for him in comparison. 6 different cars in the top 6. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? That is really good. Albon, though. Everyone, round of applause. Round of applause for Albon in the chat because P4, brilliant. He's out-qualified a Ferrari, a Red Bull, and a McLaren on genuine pace. And an Aston Martin. Aston Martin, Ferrari, Red Bull, and a McLaren on genuine pace. Wow. Wow. Piastri will definitely make moves tomorrow, guys. He's got the car to move up, I think. I think we're in for a good race tomorrow. Look, Max, we know, is going to win his 9th race in a row. Ridiculous season for him. Ridiculous car. Ridiculous driver. It is a real shame that he doesn't have anyone challenging him up there because it is making it boring up front. But behind is brilliant. Behind is so close. It's just a real shame that Max is in a league of his own this year. Because that behind is just been really, really tight. But of course, no one really cares about 2nd or 3rd place or 4th place. We care about championships. So, yeah, 5 tenths gap is ridiculous. Ridiculous. That's what I would say they've still got. They've got 6 tenths. They've quite easily got half a second a lap still over every team. I think that's fair to say. In Max's hands, anyway. Not necessarily in Sergio's, but in Max's hands. They've got half a second over every single team and car. Well, at least the next best. So Mercedes and Ferrari, Mercedes and McLaren. So Sport is really dull. I think I got in at the wrong time. 2021. Unfortunately, this is what happens when there's a new regulation set. BT, it's one team kind of always gets it right compared to the others, and it takes quite a considerable time for them to catch up. Now, unfortunately, what is actually probably holding the teams back, or most definitely is that there's a cost cap. So the cost cap is not allowing these teams like Mercedes and Ferrari used to spend 300 to 400 million a year to just blow as much money as they want on new parts, completely redesign the car, and catch up to Red Bull, say, in the next race. They can't do that. It's like if they don't get it right from the start, because Red Bull got such an advantage, if they don't get it right from the outset, to catch them up with the large gap they've got, it's almost like, well, we're not going to see that now until next year. So look, Spuds, in F1, it is always 70 to 80% the car, most definitely, and then the rest of it is on the driver. And Max is definitely getting the best out of that car. Perez is quite evidently like Bottas. I think actually Perez is worse than Bottas. I like Perez, but Perez is actually worse than Bottas. Bottas could actually, on his day, be quite dominant at certain tracks. There were certain tracks that really suited his eye, and he was very dominant at. Qualify, like P1 in every practice session. P1, like he had some like Grand Slams. I'm pretty sure he had some Grand Slams, like P1 in every practice session, P1 in quali, and then led every single lap of the race to the end. I think he's had a couple of those. So Bottas actually was a lot better than Perez. Actually took it a good few times to Hamilton. Perez is quite evidently nowhere near on Bottas's level. People will say, well, Max is that good of a driver. Well, yes, he is that good of a driver, but Max hasn't had the teammates to take it to him. That's for sure. And that's why you've kind of seen the likes of Leclerc and George Russell recently going, oh, well, if we were in that car, he definitely wouldn't be having that easy of a time. That's for sure. Lewis said that as well. Unfortunately, I think Perez is a good driver, but that's it. He's not a great driver. So, yeah, it will be more interesting. Yeah, I still go back to the cost cap penalty. Unfortunately, Red Bull's penalty wasn't severe enough. It should have been a lot more severe. It should have been almost like a ballast penalty, so that it actually influences their speed. The car development time, because they are so far ahead already, and they've created such a great car, that reduction in aero time, it's just not having any of an effect on them, on their dominance. So it should have been more of a severe penalty. That's what I think. But no, I think Mercedes next year will be stronger. They'll have an actual car that's fully designed in the way that they want it to. At the moment, a lot of it's patchwork. They're having to put bits and pieces in places that necessarily it wouldn't, because they're not able to change the whole chassis. So yeah, Ray Hamilton's championship so high, always had about a teammate a battle. Yeah, and I think that's why it's different. This last like 2 years, I think that's why it's different compared to all the years that kind of Lewis had his championships. I would say maybe there was 1 year Lewis's championship was boring, where he was very, very dominant. But the difference here this time around is that every single year Mercedes won a championship or Lewis won a championship. Other teams were there to win races. Red Bull won races. Ferrari won races. There was an inter-team battle. There was then Ferrari versus Mercedes, Vettel versus Hamilton. We had that around it. And then these last 2 years, you're looking at such dominance, which is credit to Red Bull and credit to Max. But you're like, well, where are the other wins going to come from? They're not breaking down. They're not making strategy areas. They don't fuck up their pit stops. Where and they're so fast compared to everyone else, especially in Max's hands. Where where do you see them not winning a race? It's so dominant. It's impressive, but at the same time, it's boring. So, yeah, 2020. I think 20. What was it like? 2017. He had no battle. I think. Not sure. I think that's it. I think, look, this season, yeah, if even when Vettel won his even when Vettel won 4 championships back to back, he didn't win. Obviously, he had that run where he did win a lot of races in a row, but they weren't all like smooth sailing. I still have this memory of there being other drivers who won. He still had to properly fight for them. I don't think we'll look back on this period like that with Max and Red Bull. As I said, credit to them. But at the same time, we'll look back at this time and we'll go, that was just so dominant that it was boring. Like them winning every single race by so far. One hand, you have to say, why have the other teams not created a car like this? Why are they so dominant? Oh, 2017 was when... Okay, fairs. Was that the Baku season? 2017 was when he went into Lewis in Baku, is that right? Is this going to be the cleanest season of domination in sports history? Yes. Yeah, Max is about to win his first 9th race in a row tomorrow. And Red Bull have won every single race this season. And did McLaren... Has it only ever happened once? Or has it not happened at all? Thank you, Bruno. Thank you for the sub, buddy. Did McLaren win every single race of the season in like 1990 or something? Is that the only other time it's happened? Or was they close to? Was there like 1 or 2 races that they didn't win? '2018 was the Merc Diva car where Lewis went mental and Bottas finished 5th. Right. Well, there we go, guys. That is a very overextended qualifying So I'll be back tomorrow. I'm happy that this was all able to work. I don't know why it was able to work. Happy days though. And yeah, appreciate you all for stopping by. It was a decent quali. Yeah, it was interesting. Obviously with the red flags. Fair play to Williams. Hopefully they can get that car fixed for Logan Sargent tomorrow, because he needs a bit of confidence, and Williams have got a good opportunity to score some points tomorrow. Albon's up there on pace. Hopefully it's not just single lap pace on low fuel. Hopefully they've got some good race pace as well. Yeah, nearly Jasper. Nearly. He did it just before turn 2, didn't he? Lost it just out of there. But yeah, no, thank you everyone who stopped by. Let me just do... What am I doing here? I'm now going to go get ready, have some beers and bite to eat and watch West Ham probably lose 4-0 to Brighton. So have a lovely rest of your evening, guys, and I will catch you tomorrow for the race watch along. So turn those notifications on. If you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your Saturday, guys. Bye. Hang on. Stream Deck's not working. Need to do things manually again. See you guys.